I did not come on live to sing Toto to you, but I did come on live to talk about coming out. I never really talk about a lot of stuff like this. It's usually like, other things and other mental health matters or spiritual matters, but I just want a quick blurb about coming out. I came out about 26 years ago to my family and probably 24 years ago to my friends and the rest of society. So it's been a long, long time. And I had really, really awesome family members who loved me and accepted me just the way I was. They just wanted me to be happy. I had amazing parents, amazing grandparents, aunts, uncles, everything was so awesome in that way. So I didn't have the hard experience that a lot of people have to tell their family. I mean, my heart goes out to the people that tell their family last or never tell their family or hide from them. It's, that's really painful. I can't imagine what that would be like. The people that are supposed to love you the most, not loving and accepting you. And as a therapist, I see a lot of people now that, aren't loved and accepted for who they are, based on religious belief mostly. And it's so painful. It makes me very emotional for them. And I can't imagine what that would be like. Growing up Catholic was awesome. And I never really got a lot of flack from the Catholic Church. And they get like a bad rap on it, but they're not the ones that actually had given me a bad rap. It was more the Protestant Bible, strict evangelicals that have given me the whole throw the Bible in your face type of thing. And that's Protestants. So, everybody's experience is different. For me, that was mine, and it's still something that makes me sad all the time. There are so many inclusive churches now and so many LGBTQ spiritual places to go, but I see so many turn away completely from spirituality and from God. And for a period of time, I believe I did that as well. From probably, I'd say 22 to 32 or 33, there was a good span where I just didn't believe in anything anymore. I was like, we're here, we die. I was very existential about it. We make our own meaning. We create what we need out of it. And we just turn to dust. Sexuality, probably being a big player in that, but then a lot of other things also played into that too. I was a rebel and I just wanted to rebel from anything, and anything that made me feel trapped, like I was in a box or a cage, I don't like. Just like I view religion as a cage and New Age as a cage. So I don't really like to be in any of that, but I gravitate towards a certain thing for me, which is more Catholicism based, more Christian mystic based. So that's where I'm at now. And it took me a while to be able to be fully cool with incorporating any bits of religion, Christianity religion, back into my life, even after my spiritual awakening, because of the way that they perceive the LGBTQ population. So as a therapist, I am so grateful that I am one, so that I can help people go through this process. And the labels are another thing that really bother me. Again, make me feel like a box cage, whatever. I don't like that. I don't like to label myself. Most people would say she's a lesbian, which is fine. Some people say she's gay. Cool. I don't really love it. I don't really like being shoved into a category, right? Especially when people are coming out. Am I L, am I G, am I B, am I T, am I Q, and every other letter that they added on now to say that stop putting yourself in a box, right? Stop putting yourself with this label that you have to then have affixed to you, so then the population can recognize you and people in the LGBTQ population can recognize you, right? So, if you're bi, sometimes lesbians won't like you and, they'll be afraid of you and this, that, and the other. I mean, there's so many different things. Now there's like the pansexual thing, which I like because that's kind of sort of by the person's soul. You never know who you're going to be attracted to. I do not write anything off at all. As far as I'm only going to be attracted to women for the rest of my life. I'm only going to be attracted to men. I'm only going to be attracted to trans. I don't know, I know statistically, and so up to this point in my 26 years of dating period in life, that I've had long-term, intimate, deep connections with women in an emotional way. And I've had sexual experiences with both. And that was just fine. But when it came to like deeper emotional connection and attachment, I gravitated towards women. And that's who I had relationships with long term. Can that change? Anything can happen. You know, I open myself up to the will of God. If it is God's will, I allow. That's all my job is to do, is to allow. So when you're resisting, when you're shoving things away, when you're, burying things, when you're denying things, repressing things, etc., you don't even give God a chance to work in your life to see what it is that needs to come from this experience that you're having. So I am perfectly open to having a relationship and a connection with any human on the planet that my soul was meant to have a connection with. And it might be brief, and it might be long-term, and it might be forever. I don't know. But for those coming out, it's a safe place to come out to the flag that you see, the rainbow flag, and you see the letters LGBTQ, AI, whatever. That is a safe place for you to come out to those people. So I still advocate for the use of that acronym and, putting up a flag so people know that you're welcoming, you're affirming, you're not going to bash them or make them feel terrible or unwanted or unloved and all that stuff. Or try to, correct or reform them, or what is it called that Mike Pence likes to do? Conversion therapy? Whatever that is. It's like, it's so old and ridiculous. But it happened, right? That happened in life, where people tried to fry the gay out of your brain and pray it away and all these different things. Like it was considered a mental disorder. And, things evolve and they change constantly. 2020 is about growth and evolution, and people that are still in resistance to change and growth are going to be suffering and miserable. You have to be able to adapt to circumstances and just let yourself kind of grow into whatever it is it's going to be. And all the experience that you're going to have in this lifetime are going to help you find your most truest, authentic self. They're going to bring you opportunities to understand and know God at a very much more deeper level if you allow it. But you have to be willing and you have to allow. I've been preaching that all day. I've been posting all day. I've been doing live videos about your willingness to be able to feel uncomfortable, right? Willing to be able to tell people that they're disappointed in you. You have to be willing to allow people to have their feelings about whatever it is that you're going to come out and say. And not just about your sexuality or your gender identity, but also about who you are, how you feel, what you want. Like, where are you as a person? It's the first question that's asked in the Bible is, where are you? So where are you, right? God wants to know where we are. And then he wants to know who we are. And that's the beauty of having experiences in life so that you can figure out who you are and who you're not. And unlayering that is beautiful. So release the resistance, release the unwillingness, release the fear of emotions that you're afraid to feel. You're afraid to feel rejection. You're afraid to feel abandonment. You're afraid to feel betrayal, but they're emotions. And emotions are created by what? A thought. Most of the time, right? A thought, comes and the emotion can come right after. I can think myself right now into being mad. All I gotta do is think of a few fucking things. Oh, damn, I wasn't gonna cuss through this whole video. All right, so anyway. But yeah, so you get the point. So just be willing to be uncomfortable, to be rejected in all of those things, because then you don't worry about not belonging somewhere, because when you find out who you are, you find out where you belong. And you belong to God, and you belong to you. And I love all of you, and anybody that is coming out or feels the need to come out. I am a safe space, and I'm here. It's been a long, long time, and my heart goes out to all of you who are struggling. And if it doesn't apply to you right now, it doesn't. It didn't apply to what's her name that wrote Eat, Pray, Love for 40 years of her life, and then she fell in love with a woman. It happens. Does that mean she has to come out as gay? I don't know. She just needs to be open with who she is. Forget the labels. Forget all this and that. You just go be you. And if you fall in love with a purple people eater or plant eater, I'd like to say plant eater instead of people, then you do. Just be able to be authentic and true to yourself with that. Thank you. Have a wonderful coming out day.